it's Veronica with the Crafty Oasis, and today I'm doing a Lulu unboxing and review. So for those of you who don't know, Lulu is a print-on-demand company, and the nice thing about them is that you can just order one copy of a book, or in this case, I made a journal, a notary journal for myself, so it's almost like a workbook. And I'm actually in the process of designing another workbook for curriculum for my daughter, and also that I plan on doing for workshops locally. So that will also be printed through Lulu. So we'll go ahead and open it up. The packaging is very simple. It's almost like a piece of a box that is, it's just folded, taped down the middle, but it's just enough to cover the journal. I got the 8.5 by 11 size, and I like that they actually have minimal packaging, because I don't know about you, but sometimes you get that notebook that's in a huge box and you're kind of wondering, like, really, was this necessary? So I actually really appreciate that. So straight to recycling that's going. So when we open up the box, we've got the journal. Everything in this journal I designed. Now the cover art, you will notice, which might be hard to notice on camera, and I don't really mind it so much, but I did submit this as a PNG, but for some reason my PNGs don't always have the background removed, even if I select to have the background removed. So it's a little bit darker than the actual rest of the cover, but I don't mind that. I'm okay with it, and this is just for my use. Clients aren't really gonna see the cover. If they do, it's okay. Also, it was my first Lulu project that I'd ever done. So this is my logo, my remote liaison. So that's my notary, virtual assisting, and wedding officiant business here in Florida. Then I've just got an information page so that if I do leave this, because it has sensitive information, I need people to return it. So I put my cell phone number and my business name. So I designed this as an 8.5 by 11 in portrait mode, because I like being able to write vertically. I've seen other notary journals where it's usually the landscape and the spaces to write are so much smaller. Plus the hardcover ones, I don't know if the pages would fold down enough. So on here, I originally designed this based on California needs because I was a notary there. Then we found out we were moving to California. I had just become a notary in California, I'm sorry. So we just found out we were moving to Florida. And then I went through the process to actually get my commission here. So it has information like signer one details based on satisfactory evidence, date, name, address, signature, document type, notarial act, fee, time, and then a space for witnesses. And each page has up to four signatures. So 4 signers, if there's up to 4 signers, they could all be on one page rather than taking up smaller sections. So I just really like this layout. So everything is my design. I have a book formatting template in Canva. So when I'm designing it in Canva, I'll see borders, and I might put a screenshot, a screen recording of that, so that I know to stay within those parameters, and then I remove those borders before I send it to Lulu, because they're physical rectangles that I have on every single page to help me stay within that formatting. And then also I selected the cover, so it's a 2-part process as far as designing it goes. You design the pages, the interior of the book, and then you design the cover. So you want to create 2 separate files, and I have a formatted cover as well. And I think in the future, definitely for the workbook that I will be printing out through Lulu, I'll have something on the spine that just makes it look more professional, but also it's just easier in case it's on the shelf. I chose the color. This goes along with my brand colors, and then it may be hard to tell on camera, but even the pages have more of my brand color, which is like a hunter green, and then this is the kind of peacock blue green. I love that color, as you might be able to tell. My glasses are the same color. The cover of my chair behind me, My shirt has similar tones, so that's my favorite color. And this holds up to 4 signers per page, and then up to 400 signatures in the whole book. So I'm really impressed with Lulu once you design it and have that uploaded to your device. Then you will go into your Lulu account, and it's a very straightforward, very user-intuitive process. And then you just upload your manuscript, which if I was writing an actual book where someone's going to read it, then that's a manuscript. But either way, it's called a manuscript. And then you also submit your cover art. And then there's a preview option where you look at it and it'll tell you if there's any errors. Initially, when I uploaded something, it gave me an error message, and that's very helpful because then you can correct that and re-upload again. And once you do that, I think when there were no errors, it was probably 5 minutes total between uploading it and purchasing it. So I would definitely use Lulu again. I plan to, like I said, with the workbooks, especially when I have workshops for that, and then I might list it on my website at some point. When I have those printed out, I'll definitely go through. So this is the perfect bound option, which gives it that nice workbook or that kind of book, journal, notebook that we're used to, where there's adhesive and no stitching. And then the cover, I chose a glossy cover because I didn't want it to get marked up, especially with meeting people in their homes for notarizations and their business. This is going to see a lot of wear and tear, so I wanted it to hold up to that. But the interior pages they're just the regular papers, and that's really important because if it is a journal or a notebook or a workbook, something that people are going to write in, you definitely don't want any gloss on that because that's going to be much harder. This is just regular paper. It's really easy to write in and to document what I need. So I would definitely recommend Lulu. The price was really affordable before taxes and shipping. It was around $7.50 or $7.75 per notebook or journal. And I accidentally ordered 2 of them at the same time because it appeared that my first order didn't go through. So I did it again, and they both shipped within a few days, and they came intact. So I'm really excited to see future works, and I probably will also include a little screen recording to show you around Lulu and also to show you my formatting template in Canva. So to find Lulu Press, you go to lulu.com, and once you're there, you'll see all kinds of types of books in the bottom center of the screen, and if you scroll down, it shows you the different options that you have. And I really like Lulu because it's print on demand, and you can only do one if you choose to. So this is just kind of showing you some of the reviews. Then if we go back to the top, I really wanted to focus on the Create button. So tap or click on that. And I just wanted to stay here for a moment so you could see the different size options that you have. So if you're looking for an 8.5 by 11 or a square book, you have that. Then the different types of books that you can do, and also the calculators, so there's all those tools. Then if you go up to resources and you scroll down, then you tap on guides and templates. That will actually help you to actually format your book. So you can either create one in Canva like I did, and I will show you that in just a moment, or you can go to their templates. I did not use that on the website, so I don't really know how that works. But I'm sure you'll just follow the steps, and it's very intuitive. Next, we're in Canva, and I have an 8.5 by 11 interior page. I created the borders with rectangles around the edges. Then I also have an 8.5 by 11 cover with borders as well. So thank you so much for being here, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.